Welcome back, everyone. So, welcome to the new podcast. I hope that you enjoyed our last podcast with deep conversations. Today, we have a very, very special guest, Miss Chantal from Netherlands. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome,
you.
welcome to join us.
Thank you. Like again.
So, Chantal, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience, or maybe you can just describe your long CV to us?
Yeah, sure. My name is Chantal. I'm from Holland, the Netherlands, and I've been in Ulm now for I think 6 months. I'm working and studying here. Well, not here at the university, but still for my Dutch company and for my Dutch university.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 30 years old. Oldie.
Turning
Getting
31 soon in few days.
Getting 31, yeah. So that's in short.
Yeah, when this podcast will be out, you will be 31 already.
Yep.
So,
Good
Chantal.
reminder.
Huh?
A good reminder.
Now, I think age is merely a number,
Sure.
you know. So, why don't you tell us about your work? What work do you do?
I work at a medical center where
Mm-hmm.
we work with psychologists and coaches and doctors.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm more at the background doing the organizational stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, if we got a new patient, I will examine this patient and I will look and analyze what he needs in the area of care.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what does your responsibility exactly include?
That the patient gets the best possible care. Do you say that like?
Yeah,
care?
I think, yeah.
So yeah, he first does this intake,
Mm-hmm.
and I will digitally screen that,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course I will communicate with colleagues about this patient,
That's interesting. That's
and
interesting.
then we'll find what he or she needs.
I mean, it's really important to have people who take care of such things because, for example, old people cannot do it for themselves. So it's important that people like you work and help them, which is very noble and very nice. And also, you are a student. You are studying psychology, clinical psychology. So how is it going for you?
Good. Actually, very good. I'm at the moment busy with my thesis,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going good. Well, at the moment I'm busy with this theoretical stuff, so I don't really like that. A lot of research and what kind of researches do exist, what are the limitations, what does my research kind of add to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, I don't know, boring. But I like the subject. It's about cognition in midlife
Mm-hmm.
and what the changes will be, because your cognition will be different at that time. You know, your memory will be slowly going down,
Mm.
or your whole executive functions are.
So your
going
cognitive
to-
functions,
Yeah.
practically. We'll come back to that for sure. I want to talk to you about that because it's really something which I am interested in a lot because I read a lot of psychological books and we talk about them a lot. But first, you came to Germany, I think 6 months ago, 5 months ago,
Yeah.
around. And how has your experience been till now? And you speak really good German too. So why don't you give your background on that?
What do you want first? How the experience here in Ulm is?
Yeah. Of course, Ulm, the beautiful city that we live in.
Well, my mother is from Ulm, so I've been raised bilingual.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I speak German.
And have you spent time when you were young in Ulm?
Yeah. So every holiday we went to Ulm. So it's kind of my second home. I just love it to be here. And yeah, this time I wanted to stay a little bit longer than just for 2 weeks. So I decided, why not move for a little longer time to Ulm.
That's actually nice, and especially when you can work from home or from distance.
Yeah.
It's a nice opportunity that you can live in different countries, specifically in EU,
Yeah.
European Union. You can just move somewhere else.
I'm very grateful that I can work remotely.
Yeah, it's
Because
really
otherwise
nice.
that would not have been possible.
So
I'm doing now.
then probably for you there won't be a lot of cultural shocks because you were raised by two parents, one Dutch and one German. So yeah, I think then there is no meaning of talking about.
No, not really.
But still, for example, you were born in Netherlands. What was the first thing that you remember when you traveled to Germany? And how old were you?
Let me think. The first time I traveled to Germany, like 0.
Okay.
I
Okay.
guess.
So what is the first memory of
My
Germany?
first memory, I think just with my grandmother walking in the forest, enjoying being a little girl, playful.
That's totally different. That's a different life, kids.
So, yeah. But I don't really have these thoughts that there are like extreme differences between the Dutch and the German people.
And why it's so?
Because of the language and the culture, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. When like 6 months ago, when I first came here, and for example, I came for the first time in the gym, and I talked to people, they were like, "Oh, but the people here are really weird, or they are strange," and I was like, "Why? Why are they weird?" Yeah, they're a little bit close-minded, and I'm like, I don't know if that is like really true. I think that's also your own mindset and how you approach people.
I think we have already talked about this in a way that Germans are not close-minded people. They are very open-minded people. They are very just conservative. So
Yeah.
they won't talk to you first. You need to approach them, and they will of course be your good friends if they trust you. Because for me, most of my friends are Germans.
Yeah.
And when holidays arrive, they all go home. Then I'm alone here sometimes. But sometimes I'm with them to their places, which is also very cool. But also, I know a lot of people from Netherlands. They are somewhere less conservative than Germans. Actually, a lot less conservative.
Yeah, tell me why.
Do you
What
I
do
don't
you-
know. It's maybe a cultural thing or the way you are raised.
Not why, but how do you see that? Or
The
what's
thing
your
is, for me, I am a very outgoing person. As we already, know, I talk to people randomly. If I see them, I just compliment them. Blah blah blah, like this. Also flirt sometimes.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So that's a part of me. That's a part of who I am. So when I do these things with people from other countries, for like Netherlands, if you're comparing, it was really easy. It's really they are very receptive to it. But Germans, they first think, okay, what just happened? So in that way also, it tells you that how conservative people are.
I think it's this perspective or personality comes from the history. Like what happens here in Germany, and then we start the wars, and they have to think uh, the the purpose, like the perspective, why the other people want to approach you. But the Dutch, because the Netherlands, they start the trading commercial in back to 17th centuries, and this golden age for the Dutch people, and they have to be open-minded, and a lot of Dutch people at that time already traveled to different countries all over the world, and they bring the technology, new knowledge to their countries that may enrich their mind.
And also coming to the history of Germany, I think you are right. Because I love dark humor. I mean that's I'm always been open about it. I love dark humor, and most of the German population is not accepting that part of the society where dark humor exists. You cannot crack a lot of dark jokes with them. But then I have a lot of German friends. We do crazy shit. If we start talking about podcasts, I'll be cancelled. Cancel culture. But yeah, but I mean, that's a different part of the society we are talking about. And also the way you're talking, the generation is now old, what they have seen. So for example, I practically live in the university, I work in the university, so I meet a lot of students who are Germans, and they are totally westernized, totally open-minded, and totally open to anything. So it's easy to talk to them in a way. So practically I'm talking about generation from 20 years old to 25-year-old generation.
And since you were here in when you were young, and does the city change a lot in the past time? No, it's maintained almost the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Really? Nothing changed?
not much. No.
Okay. That's interesting. So
No.
let's talk about travel. Do you love traveling?
I do. Yeah,
So what are the countries have you visited till now?
not as many as you, I guess, but
Still, you can go on.
in Europe, Italy, France, Greece,
Mm-hmm.
Portugal, Austria.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sweden,
Beautiful.
Spain, of course. Forgot.
Then definitely you have been to more countries in Europe than me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And outside Europe, Mexico, Egypt, Turkey.
That's nice. So how did your life or perception about yourself or about the world changed when you started traveling? Because there is a common thing that's been said: the more you travel, the more you evolve. So what do you think about it, and how are your thoughts on it?
Well, you do meet a lot of different people, so that is very interesting. So you see how other people live or think or just do their things.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that there is also another world, small world everywhere.
Okay.
And everyone lives his life on his or her manner.
And that's why you're so chill. Yeah, Cameron
Or
is me, like,
or maybe
you're
it's
so
it's
chill, like,
or maybe it's marijuana, you know,
no.
Dutch people,
Yeah, I'm Dutch.
Amsterdam.
No, I'm Dutch.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
weed
is it
all
true?
day.
Is it true? Like of course, weed is available. Like the marijuana is openly available in cafes in Amsterdam. But is it the same for other cities in Netherlands?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did this marijuana culture really started there?
Oh, please, I don't know.
No.
I have no idea. No.
But do you see any?
I think you know more. You know that more.
Probably.
I don't have that
Probably,
knowledge.
probably Chris knows more for sure.
I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
that knowledge. I have no idea.
Marijuana junkie.
People do think that everyone is stoned in Holland. Like when I'm saying I am from the Netherlands, then it's always like, oh, so you probably smoke weed and you're stoned all day. I'm
Magic
like,
mushrooms.
No, not really.
Definitely stereotypes. Yeah.
It's a stereotype. It's the same with curry for India, you know, or Chinese people eating everything.
Yeah,
Or they do.
I
I'm
do
just
it
kidding.
sometimes, but not smoking. But I eat a cookie, but like once in, I don't know, 4 months.
We need to do that together.
Yeah, but I told a friend last week, and he literally thought that I took a cookie like every day.
But you bake really good cookies, man.
I know.
I need that recipe, the one you know, the cookies that you
send
gave me
you
last
it.
time. My God, I ate them within 1 hour, all of them.
Yeah, good.
I couldn't stop, and I don't eat a lot of sweet, you know.
That's good to hear.
Yeah,
Gives me pleasure.
yeah. More cookies,
Yeah, sure.
but with
Cookies.
marijuana.
Yeah, sure.
So I really because I have never been to Netherlands, I want to go to Amsterdam. I
You've
will
never
definitely
been to
no,
Netherlands?
I've never
I
been to
thought you
Netherlands.
Wow.
You've
I will,
been-
I
oh,
will.
you've
Several
been,
times,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
You've been
because
to more cities than I have. Right?
Yeah, I have the best connection in
Yeah, that's
The
good.
thing is, you know, I might go to Netherlands this year. It's a might. Next year, it's a for sure, because this year I'm going to Prague, and then I'll be traveling to probably Sweden, Italy before going to India, and then again, as we talked about, planning for Norway, Tromsø for Northern Lights, which is fixed, which is totally done. There are people who want to join me when they came to know that like I'm planning, so they are joining, and you also will be probably joining. I'm really happy about that.
How lucky you are as a student.
No, it's not about student. I'm a good person
Planner.
with management and planning.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have more vacations than.
No, not true. I have the same vacation like you people, 30 days.
Like you people.
You people.
Like the oldies.
Like the oldies.
Jeez.
That's why, I put both of them together, 30 years old. No, literally, I am a PhD, so it's like full-time job. So I only get 30 days holidays like you people.
You people. Oh, shut up.
Because you both are working like full-time, right?
All right, Chris. What up?
So
Tell me, what did you like about the Netherlands?
Netherlands.
yeah, Chris, what do you like about the Netherlands?
It's a lot to say. Actually, right now, what I can memorize is the taste of herring fish. Yeah, it's wow. That's
You liked it?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, really? Oh, I love herring.
No.
Why didn't you like it?
No, the way that
Like
they eat
they-
like this, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
you just put some onions, chuck some onions on it, and you basically eat the fish raw.
Man, I want to try that now.
Wow.
It's good.
I am open
Very
to it.
fat fish. I love it.
And
Very
then-
healthy.
Yeah, I mean, in almost every Dutch cities and in the middle of in front of the church, on weekends they have a super like market, and you can find a lot of foods there and fresh food, local food, and part of them are seafood.
Man, seafood is
Oh, it's amazing.
love.
Best.
It's the best.
Amazing. It's amazing. I went to the typical market in Delft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Delft, which is a small city where the most famous painter from Netherlands comes from, like the Johannes Vermeer,
Mm-hmm.
and almost everyone watched this movie. The girl was Per Erin from Scarlett Johansson.
Believe me,
And
she
funny
has no idea what you're talking about. She is from Netherlands, but she hasn't been to all these places.
Meisje met de paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You know about that?
And I'm not that stupid. I am dumb, but not that dumb.
Yeah. And I went this market on weekend, and I tried it was the first time I tried the herring fish, and then there's a friend taught me that you have to try the raw fish and eat it this way. Oh my god.
Yeah, was it so bad?
You have to familiar with the taste.
It's an acquired taste.
But
Yeah.
if he hadn't told you that it was raw fish, would you think you had a different mindset?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
raw
raw fish.
seafood is okay. Have you tried this one, oysters?
Yeah, I don't really like
No?
oysters. No?
Oysters is so tasty.
I love oysters.
Yeah.
Too
Especially,
salty.
specifically, just open it fresh. So I had for the first time in Sicilia. So from the sea, fresh. Just put some lemon on top, and oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. It just tastes like sea.
Yeah, maybe you have to
Don't
try
like
the different version they have
Probably.
from Italy, from Spain, and from French. It's really tasty. I mean,
It's really
yeah,
amazing.
fresh, properly, just and they shipped it
Directly.
from the sea, from the ocean this morning. And what you need is some lemon juice, or some wasabi, like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's so
it's really
tasty
tasty.
and fresh. Also cheap in those countries.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So talking about seafood, do you like fish or any kind of food that is from freshwater or saltwater? So oceans or sea or from river?
That's a good one. I think both.
Really?
Can you give an example of what comes from freshwater and salty water?
So giving you the background of my life, where why I love seafood and what my life was like growing up. So I grew up in a small town on the coast of Arabian Sea. Beautiful small town city, also very spiritually inclined. Maybe you will love it because you're also a spiritual person. It's named as Veraval. So there is the most famous and one of the most famous Shiva temple, which was made up of gold, but then it was destroyed by Ghaznavi, one of the invaders and everything. So they are building again everything with gold. But yeah, that is the town where I am from. But coming back to the seafood, I grew up eating a lot of seafood because my family was into fishery business before, like other than like one of the businesses that my family had, which they stopped after that. But I grew up eating really fresh seafood, fishes, everything every day.
Nice.
That was my life, and that's why I love seafood. So now coming back to the differences between the freshwater fish and the seawater fish. So seawater fish where I am from, so the coastal region and the tropical region, they have very thin skin, so the fat amount is very low and the fish has more meat and it's very nice and tender. Also because there is a scientific reason of osmosis behind it. They have to preserve the salt amount in their body and how it works in fresh water also. So for me, I love seawater or saltwater fish more because it has less fat, and also freshwater fish not just being having a lot of fat, but it also has this earthy taste which I don't like a lot. So what are your opinions on this, and like what kind of fishes first of all do you get in Netherlands, and are they fatty or
I think more the fatty fishes.
more than
I
fatty
love
fishes?
fatty fishes.
Oh, I see. Fat.
Like salmon or mackerel or herring.
Herring.
It's pretty
So
fat.
yeah, maybe I think it's because of the cold water and the cold region. They have to preserve
Probably.
themselves, like whale. So Chris, have you ever tried whale before?
No, in my region we don't have whale fish. It's not that common in my region, and I think it's probably our neighborhood, like the Japan,
Mm-hmm.
and they are very famous for the whale fishing industry, and you can see the documentary. They are also telling the way they kill whale in a really brutal way. So
I see.
yeah,
Have you heard about Faroe Islands?
No.
yeah,
No?
No.
He has probably.
Yeah.
So there they have
He
this.
knows everything.
Huh?
He knows everything.
He knows everything. He knows
a
all the
living
junk
book.
food. He knows all the marijuana stuff, where to get it.
Weed.
Weed, magic mushrooms. So, yeah, Faroe Islands, they have this something. Again, there are controversial documentaries on that because people want to watch them. That's why people make them. But they only kill whale that comes to their shore. And also, they don't harm any baby whale. They only kill the old or, adult males or females, doesn't matter. But there is a very proper way of killing them. They are not brutal the way they do it. So actually, that's why I want to visit Faroe Islands, just to try whale meat and also, of course, travel for a week or two. And it's amazing.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, which I'm missing right now. Since we live in Germany, and it's a desert of seafood.
Seafood, yeah.
You can only eat the basically the common seafood here you can eat is the fish steps. Like
That's not fish.
That's not fish. That's what I told him last time when he was buying from Aldi.
Yeah, that's not.
That's
what
just a
is it?
fish.
It's
I
not
usually go
fish.
to Adeka. They have sometimes fresh fish there. It's really good. It's a little bit expensive, but I think buy from there. Sometimes Aldi also has this fresh fish. Last time I bought it when we were together, because we usually go shopping together, gym people, taking all the things for each other.
Yeah, partially, like German people not like eat fish a lot. I think probably because if you want to eat fish, and you have to get used to take the spoons, little spoons out of it. But for the German work area and also efficiency, and they don't want to spend a lot of time on it. It's a part of the culture. And also so that's why they just smash all the fish together, make it industrialized production of fish or seafood.
But that's not seafood, bro. No, have you heard about this fish called pomfret?
How?
Pomfret. So it's a tropical fish. It only has middle spine, no other bones, no like small spines or anything, nothing. That's what is my favorite fish, and that's what I grew up eating most of the time. It's so easy to eat, just remove the
Nice.
and it's like flat and big. One of the most expensive fishes.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Okay. Pomfret.
Thanks for watching this video, and we will wait for you for our next video. If you like this video, please hit the like button
and please subscribe our channel.
And if you have some suggestions and if you want to know more, please comment down below. We will definitely get back to you. So see you all people in our next video. And
see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.